is seed oftentimes for me to plant into the lives of others. That's why y'all ought to put some money in my love offering, because y'all come and get it all. I wish I had some help. I give away money, more money between the pulpit and the offering to somebody else. Oh my God. Oh my God. Participate in the fulfillment of somebody else's dream. Abraham, you are designed to be blessed. This is the problem with most believers. You live your life as a reservoir and not a channel. You know what? The difference in a reservoir and a channel is a reservoir takes in, but it never puts out. Takes in, never puts out. Takes in, never puts out. It keeps everything it takes in. So consequently, it has a limit to how much comes its way, because it can only hold. But a channel takes in on one side, puts out on the other side. Takes in on one side, puts out on the other side, and guess what? It just keeps on coming. Why? Because when you give, God will give unto you good measures, pressed down, shaken together, and how many of y'all need a running over blessing? Oh my God. Lean over on somebody, tell me, you better stay close to me, because this year God gonna bless me to hook you up. Y'all act like y'all scared. Lean over on somebody, tell them, you better stay close to me, because this year God's going to bless me so much, I'm going to have to call you, tell you, girl, come get some. Come get one of these cards. Come get some, because God blesses me so that I can be a blessing. I'm done. As I tell you this, listen, 11:59, we're about to roll. Isn't that something? Tell somebody, tell me, it don't have to be long to be strong. So look, let's run them down. What's the first one? I ain't talking for my health now. What's your destiny is going to cost, right? What's the second one? God is going to do this. God's going to fulfill your destiny. Third one is your destiny is not for you alone. But fourthly, write this down. Your destiny is your choice. Your destiny is your choice. God sets the table. My mother, when I was a kid, my mother would set the table. You know, my mama, old school mama, she would cook every day. Real food. My mama was working for the school board. She'd get off from school board, come home, and cook for her children every day. And she cooked, Judge Roby, and when she cooked, she would set the table. But it was my responsibility and my brother's responsibility after my daddy had eaten. Thank you for tuning in today. I know that word has affected change in the lives of so many people watching today. That's our aim, that's our desire, not to impress you, but to improve you by the imparting of God's word. Listen, if you're watching today and you're in need of prayer, I want you to sit down and call the number at the bottom of your screen. There are counselors who are sitting, waiting to pray for you and waiting to pray with you and usher you into the things of God. There may be someone today who's unsaved. Maybe you're in need of salvation. I want to pray with you today. I want to pray that God will come into your heart and come into your life, and that from this moment on, your life will not be the same. Will you pray with me? Close your eyes. Repeat after me. Father God, come into my heart. Take over my life. I surrender my life to you. I surrender my members to you. I ask you now, God, to forgive me of my sins. Wash me. Cleanse me, make me whole and holy. And I thank you now that from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, I am saved. I am saved. I am saved. My brother, my sister, if you prayed that prayer with me, let me tell you, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, you're saved, you're saved, you're saved. Now what you need is a good church to help affect change in your life. And let me tell you, one single service at New Home Ministries will change your life forever. I want to see you Sunday morning. I want to see you in Baton Rouge at 8 o'clock, 3000 Tecumseh Street. 10:30, I want to see you in New Orleans at 1616 Robert C. Blake Sr. Drive. I promise you, if you come one time, you will come back again. I love you. Thank God for you. And until next time, if I don't see you here on the air, if Jesus comes back, I'll see you in the air. Bless your spirit.
Here are the ways that you can view Life Television Network. You can now view Life Television Network on the new WGOX TV 43 by simply going to your local retail store, purchasing an antenna, and connecting it to your TV monitor. Life Television Network now has its own app. You can install the app by simply going to the App Store in your mobile device and typing in Life Television Network in the search bar. The app is also available in the iTunes Store for those with an iPhone. You can also view us on the Roku streaming player by going to the channel store and searching for Life Television Network in the religious category. And you can also view us on our website at www.wordoflifetv.org. You can also stream Life Television Network live on YouTube by simply searching for Word of Life TV Network in the search bar. Apple TV, Google TV, and Smart TV are other ways that you can view Life Television. Simply go to your App Store on your Google device, your Apple device, or any smart device and install iPoint Global, and there you will find Life Television Network. You can also listen to Life Radio Network by going to tunein.com and searching for Life Radio Network, and there you will find our station. You can also tune in to Life Radio Network on our website, which is www.wordoflifetv.org, and click on the page Radio. For those of you who are in Chickasaw or the surrounding areas, you can also tune in to Life Radio Network by simply going to 87.9 FM. We here at Life Television Network and Life Radio Network thank you for your continued support.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Inspire You Network. Today I have the pleasure of being in the studio with the beautiful Miss J. Alston and her husband L.A. Alston. How are y'all doing?
Doing great.
Good.
Doing great.
Doing good, doing good. Thank y'all for letting us come in and talk to you a little bit. We want to talk about the organization that you have, the Bounce Back Youth Leadership Organization. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Bounce Back was founded in 2008 by Jamela and I. We saw a need in the community, and we decided to figure out a way, okay, how can we approach these needs and how can we fix them? And so we started within our community, the Theodore, Balabatch, Irvington area, just to see, okay, how much of an impact can we make within this area? And so for the first 8 years, that's the area we kind of just touched, because we saw other organizations in other community, but inside that community, it wasn't nothing going on. And so for the first 8 years, we, helped kids in that area. And so after that, we kind of said, you know what, we need to kind of expand on our programs. And that's what we did. We started to reach out to kids in the Mobile area, because we felt like a lot of people can benefit from what we had to offer, what Bounce Back had to offer.
Okay.
Yeah, and for me, it was more of, I started out when we started the program I was the tutor. Math and reading was an area that I saw a need. It's still a very high need in our area for kids to really be able to get the fundamentals. We're losing that with the reading with our youth in our community, mathematics as well. So I started home tutoring students after school. So I will go to homes and implemented that inside the program. Okay. We had some who started with me who were averaging D's and F's, and by the time they got to their senior year and graduated, they were A students in math.
That's awesome.
So it's rebuilding the fun.
Yes.
You know, making learning fun. And I think it sounds very cliche, but that's where it was really was like, okay, if we start this program, I want to involve education into it somehow.
Yeah. And I think that's great because, you know, going back to what you were saying about the reading part of it, you know, we've gotten away from the textbooks. You know, and to me, you know, with the textbooks, that's when it was a little more engaging, a little more interactive. And now you can do everything on the phone, on the laptop. So, you know, I think that that's where we've lost some of the interest, you know. So programs like this, when you can make it fun for the kids, I think that's absolutely great. So tell us about some of the other services that you offer. We know education is very important, and if, you know, me being a mom, that's the first thing I want to know. What are you teaching my child? But tell us about some of the other services that are available through your program.
One of my favorite is our entrepreneurship service. And Jay and I, starting in October, we're going to launch Entrepreneurial Academy for kids.
Wonderful.
For kids who want to start their own business.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is we decided to do a little testing with our own kids to see, okay, how will this work? How engaging are kids going to be? Because my daughter is 6 and my son is 9. And so how engaging are they going to be when we kind of explain to them about entrepreneurship? And so we did a little testing with them, a little trial run. And my daughter, we just launched her lip gloss line on her birthday this past Friday.
Wow,
and so
that's great.
She has her own lip gloss line called Flavors by J.L. London.
Okay.
And my son was like, Mom, Dad, I want to do something. Because he saw how intriguing it was to her.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I want to do something. What can we do? What can I do? And so we kind of thought about it. And he said, I want to start a sock line. And so I'm like, you know what? That may be kind of cool to start a sock line because he's always wearing mismatched socks. And so he wants to start a mixed-match sock collection, but make them coordinate together. And so we're in the process of right now of getting all those ducks in a row to get that launched. So hopefully by his birthday, we will have his sock line coming out.
I think that's great. They do it with shoes. Why not socks?
Why not socks? Most definitely.
And then you got the little bitty one, and I can tell he's going to be something. That's him in the background, y'all. We got a baby back there. This is family time. It's all good. Well, that's wonderful. So tell us, who is eligible to participate? Are there any special requirements or anything like that?
Well, right now we want kids to be kind of at the independent age. So we're taking elementary as far as starting between second, first grade. Like my daughter's 6, so we're trying to stay within that area from 5 to 6 being the youngest. And of course, we love our seniors because we get them prepped for college. This is learning resumes, you know, writing letters, essays. We prepare them for that. ACT studying. So those areas, so we reach out to the seniors as well. So we have that cap from elementary to high school is where we want to really focus. And a part of our program is also generated by sports. A lot of our students are athletics.
Okay.
So we do want to take on LA as a coach in the community. He's well known, basketball, football. So having all of those students taking their athletics and letting them understand, okay, athletics, academics, they go together.
Okay.
So we need you to have both. So that age group, we want them to be able to read and understand and be able to articulate to a certain level. So, and then in the future, hopefully we can take babies and get some of our little baby geniuses going.
Yeah, that would be awesome too. Okay, so before we get out of here, let's talk about funding, because I know that this is not cheap. I mean, you've got to have supplies, you have to have resources, you have to have places. How do you get your funding?
For the past 8 years, Jamela and I funded our own organization.
Wow.
I'm a photographer, and so 20% of the proceeds from my photography went back towards Bounce Back.
Okay.
And so that kind of funded everything that we needed. And so we got to a point where we decided we wanted to expand our market in our area. And so when that happened, you know, we had to reach out to some people. And the cool thing about it was the community was so receptive when I asked them, like, hey, I need this. And when you ask, you shall receive. And that's what happened, you know. And so I asked the community for this, and they said, okay, they believe in what we're doing, and they gave it to us. And so a lot of the proceeds come from funding. And then businesses. They also believe in what we're doing, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship, health and fitness, all those different outdoor activities. These are the things that we, have in Bounce Back. And so our motto is giving is living. If you're not giving, you're not living.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. And so that's our motto. It's real simple. And so we believe if you give back to the community, people will give back to you. Okay. And so that's what we believe in Bounce Back. And we have a program coming up July 26th through the 28th, okay, which is called Fit to Be a Man.
Yes.
And Fit to Be a Man is an awesome program. This is our third time doing it. Okay. And we have about 4 sponsorships left for guys. So if you have a young man between the ages of 8 to 18 who want to participate in Fit to Be a Man, I really highly recommend them go to our website, which is bounce-back.net, and sign up for it.
Okay.
One cool thing that I really like about this program is this year we're going to do what's called the 5-hour business. And the 5-hour business is these guys are going to start a legit business collectively together in that 5 hours, because one thing we understand is everybody is not meant to play sports. They don't have a skill set.
That's right.
And everybody isn't, it's not an honor roll student.
That's right.
And so, but everybody can have the potential to be an entrepreneur. And so we just want to instill that into them, like at an early age. Like, look, I can be an employer. I don't have to be the employee.
That's
and
it.
So why not start at a young age? And so we have the 5-hour business that's coming up next Saturday. So, and we got some great speakers that's coming to speak. Okay. That's a part of this program. Nathaniel Patterson, Matthew King with Metography, logo and designs. And we also have Andrea Gowdy, who is the GM of Raising the Canes, who's going to come and talk to the kids about entrepreneurship. So we have some great speakers who are going to come and be involved. And they're just not going to speak. They're going to be hands-on with them to get this done. And so we got another speaker coming to talk to them about business plans, because that's the first thing you need when starting a business. So it's going to be a great program for these young guys.
Good. That's exciting. So let's give some contact information, because these people need some funding.
We need some funding.
And they're helping our children. They are building our future. So let's see what we can do to pitch in and help with that. Give us your contact information, telephone number, address, any of your social media handles. Anybody is welcome to give.
Most definitely. You can reach us at bounce-back.net. Our phone number is 251-289-9229, or you can call us on our cell phone, which is 251-366-2426, and our email address is support@bounce-back.net.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having us. Thank you for all that you're doing in the community. I commend you. I think it's a wonderful thing. Everybody, please reach out to this organization and help as much as you can. Again, they are building our future leaders. See you soon.
Smalls Mortuary offers pre-arrangement planning that gives you the peace of mind in knowing that your family will celebrate your life in the manner that you desire. Smalls Mortuary and Cremation Services. Large enough to serve you, yet small enough to appreciate your business.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Don't miss the Gulf Coast Challenge, featuring the Alabama A&M Bulldog and the Central State Marauder. Saturday, September 28th at Lad People Stadium. Tickets on sale. Gulf Coast Challenge, powered by the Mobile Sports Authority.
Welcome back. Summer has arrived when the kids are out of school. Hurricane season has started, and it's time for youth on the winning side. So joining us today, I have Bishop Antonio Jackson and Ms. Jasmine McCutcheon. How are you all doing today?
Doing